Wouldn't this guy feel sick on Discovery 1?
Wait,
Wouldn't
why
it?
would he get sick from that?
So on Earth, we're feeling gravity down, and it's down everywhere.
Yeah.
So everything's cool. And it's the same at my head as it is at my legs. Everything's cool.
Feels uniform. Yeah.
But this is a pretty tight cylinder. And so he's there, he's spinning it fast. He's feeling like down for him is like different than down right in front of him, different than down behind him. There's a difference between gravity at his head and his feet. Would he be like, whoa, woozy?
You're saying he would feel more Earth-like if this was a larger ring, like a larger circle, such that there wasn't such a large angular difference between where if you put his hand out in front of him, that gravity is pushing down and away from him actually.
Yeah.
Because it's always radially outward. Interesting point.
Or would you just get used to it?
Probably you would adapt. Probably eventually, like given it enough time, you'll adapt to it. But probably for a while, it feels pretty sick.
So I did some. Go ahead.
I was also thinking about the rotation speed. What's a reasonable rotation speed?
Yeah, so I did a calculation on this, and
hell yeah,
I couldn't get everything I wanted in terms of the calculation, so I made a table. So the first thing I did is I directly measured the radius of this cylinder based on the height of this man. I mean, there's some perspective stuff going on here, so this is a pretty rough estimate. But if this is an average man, and then this is the radius of the cylinder, I can do the same. I can do a stacking. So man, man.
4-ish, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.8 equals one radius.
I buy that.
Okay. So the radius is 3.8 of the height of a man. 3.8 times 1.75, average height of man is 6.65 meters. That's the radius.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
But given these shots in the movie, there was no way to figure out the rotation rate because we're always shooting relative to the rotating drum.
Yeah, we follow the guy. We're not stationary, and then you see the drum rotate. Like you rotate with it. It's hard to tell.
And I don't think we have a good estimate of the acceleration of gravity, the G, for the rotation, except that it's higher than like the moon or something.
Oh yeah, it's not bouncing.
Yeah, it's not bouncing. So it looks Earth-like, but we don't really have a great estimate on that. So what I did is I went to the angular speed, the centripetal acceleration equations again, and solved for angular speed.
Yeah.
So the centripetal acceleration equals v squared over r. Plug in the omega squared r squared for v squared. Do some canceling. Get g equals omega squared r. Okay. And I solve for omega, which is the angular speed. Took square root. So the rotation speed of the drum is equal to square root of g over r. We know r. We just estimated it. G, we don't know. And omega, we don't know. So I made a table. So for a 0.1 g relative to Earth acceleration, 3.7 revolutions per minute.
Okay.
All the way to 1 g of Earth is 11.6 revolutions per minute.
Ooh, boy.
Is there a... Gosh.
That's weird.
Is there like a crossover where it's like you start to feel weird if you're going...
I think so. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking. So if we had a really slow angular revolution, then if you drop something, then the ball, like you drop a ball, then the ball drops to your feet.
Yep.
But if you have a fast revolution, then when you drop a ball, Coriolis forces are important now. So it would be like if I dropped a ball in front of me, it falls down and to the right.
Oh, it'd be
like
weird.
It would curve. Yeah, that would be very disorienting.
Right, and then there's things like your head and your feet would be like moving in different ways. Like the accelerations would be different. If you walked forward, you'd like bend because your body would feel the Coriolis force as you walked. You know?
That's right.
And it would be directionally dependent. If I
walk
one way,
if you walk east, and your body gets curved north, but if you walk west, then your body gets curved south, and it'd be all wibbly wobbly all the time.
Right. So you'd have to keep the orientation of you relative to the floor in your head at all times, and like compensate as you walk and like change direction.
Like lean into the turns if you're walking straight.
Maybe. I mean, the human brain is an incredible device. Maybe at first we're like, it's just a throw up fest. Everybody's just hurling.
Yep.
But maybe after like a week, everyone's just like, I know how fast I'm rotating. I know how I'm oriented. I'm just compensating, walking in like a weird way, but I'm doing it. Not a problem.
Have you seen these videos of people that with like the bicycles are messed up, so that way when you turn left, the wheel turns right?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
people figure it out real quick.
Yeah, weird.
So I wonder if here in this situation, I wonder if people would figure it out. Probably yes, but it would be super weird for a while. Okay. But I've taken back what I've said, because at least in the bicycle situation, gravity is always straight. I get a fixed feeling of how gravity, like I have something to rely on that I know is supposed to be this, like ever since I was a child. But here with this curvy gravity stuff, that'd be weird.
So is that that's just a difficulty level, right? That's not necessarily an in principle difference, right?
I agree. It's different, and then it raises the difficulty, but I don't think it's showstopper. Like I think you could still figure it out.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. So, but I don't think this applies to him here, but maybe he's getting close, because he's like, looks like he's a 1G. So this thing's whipping around pretty fast. Mm-hmm. So maybe he at first was like, ooh, maybe.
But he's been on that ship for a long time.
Yeah, look at him jogging.
Yeah,
like a pro.
I guess I don't know. The question about this is, we had a video for this. Can we see how he's running?
Oh, do we have a video for this?
I think it was that one.
Was it this one?
Okay. So my question is, if he's pushing back with his feet, because that's how you run, then does that change? Is it enough to change the speed of the ship?
I see what you're saying. So he's a mass, and he's got friction with his feet with the ground, and you got the cylinder. If he starts running and pushing and doing all kinds of stuff, that's going to affect the cylinder.
Yeah, like a cat on a cat wheel, or I guess a mouse on a mouse wheel.
So I think
the
the mass
runs, the more spins.
Yeah, I think the mass is big compared to him.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be affected a ton, but I think it's small enough compared to him that you got to deal with it, I think.
Or you just switch directions every day. 15 minutes going clockwise. The next day, 15 minutes going counterclockwise. Balance it out over time. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Well, okay, but hold on. I don't know. You don't have to do that, right? Because if you run counterclockwise once and you just jog, when you come to a stop, you get
that's a good point.
The opposite force to slow it down again.
Yep.
And so I don't think there could. Is it possible to accumulate discrepancies or problems over time with this?
I think not. I think not, because the whole ship is in space and there's no friction where you could dissipate any angular momentum.
Right, but I guess if
you
lose
angular momentum internally.
But I guess if he's moving from the cylinder to the ship and back again multiple times, and he does it in different ways, maybe there could be some like strangeness building up, because if he's not going to jump off from the cylinder to the ship and back again in the same way hundreds of times, maybe you could build up some.
Maybe you need some type of. I think you need some type of dissipative force to get rid of angular.
I mean, what I would do is I would have a system that monitored the spinning of the ship through some gyroscopes and some other like laser measurements for speed and stuff, and then have little shim weights, shim spinners that would compensate over. It's like, move it. Okay, so it's not quite straight. Just move it this way. Not quite straight. And so it's like constantly, kind of like in your car when you get the wheels balanced. Just make sure it's always balanced, and then not worry about it. That's what I would do.
Like for these for these unicycles, uni wheels. They have like those gyroscope running. Just little small adjustments, stabilize it, keep it cool.
Yep. Yeah, just in case some like weirdness built up. Plus, they have HAL on the case, so it's fine.
Yeah, he's supercomputer. He's fine.
He's fine.